Hello again, and welcome to episode 4 of the Bit Hut podcast. I'm Thaddeus.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to be talking about the most recent Pokemon Direct of February 27th, 2019.
Yeah, we're also going to be taking a little dive down the darkness. And I'm going to show Thaddeus what Ahegao face is.
Yeah, which I've managed to not research at all. So it'll be
Surprisingly,
a pleasant or incredibly unpleasant surprise.
it's everywhere.
Right.
It's like number 23. Once you notice it, you'll see it in your sleep.
Right. And before we get into all of it, Dan, where can they find us?
You guys can find us at soundcloud.com/bithud. So please like, follow, spam the share button. It really does help us find a bigger audience. I almost said better. Not a better audience, a larger audience.
That's right. We love the two of you who are already following us.
Thanks, moms.
So, aside from that, Dan, how have you been? So you're a little under the weather?
A little sick. Always kind of nasally, but this one's like ultra nasally. As you can tell, I was like, on the way here, like, oh, we gotta stop. I gotta get some nasal spray. I listened to the last episode. I was like, oof.
Yeah, it just means the extra nasal just means you have like blonde nostril hairs or something, right?
Exactly. I'm just ultra instinct now. It's blue. All right. And so Division, are you gonna download the Division beta before the end of the weekend?
Maybe. I guess those feel a bit more objective based than something like Apex Legends, so
Yeah.
I can try. Like I think did I play the first one with you? I know I did. I played the beta of the first one.
We all played the beta.
Yeah. Can't remember if it was
I don't
you
know
or
if we
not.
could link up at that point.
I don't know.
I know when I downloaded the beta,
Yeah.
it crashed.
Yeah, I know. I just remember playing the beta, but I don't remember if I played it with you or someone else or just random people together.
Yeah. Hey, are you excited for the Devil May Cry 5 release?
Absolutely.
I know you have it pre-ordered.
Yeah, I pre-ordered a while back, so I enjoy the demo, and I feel like unlike Resident Evil 2, which, go back and listen to episode 2 to see how we feel about that. The demo for this does seem like it's what we get, what we see is what we get. And it's not necessarily remaking any of the formula. It's adding to it, so I already know what I'm getting with it. And so I'm looking forward to it highly. They've only messed up with one game, so I think it's going to be good. And then
4?
Yeah, no 2.
Oh, I thought you meant Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah,
or 2.
2. Yeah, that one was a major clusterfuck, but there's apparently a reason behind it. So we're looking forward to that one, and I've got to make sure I can beat it quickly because about 2 weeks after that, Sekiro goes. Yeah, that's the big one. That one is the big one I've been looking forward to.
Well, that's why I was like, I don't know if I got to pick up Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to wait so I can pick up Sekiro first. And then, you know what? DMC 5 for me, that's a summer game.
Okay. I'll be glad to lend you a copy. So
It's even better.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the benefit of getting physical games, that we can mooch things off each other, like we did with Horizon Zero Dawn and Persona 5 a few years back. Yeah. So that's it. Anything else other than that you're looking forward to in the recent month?
Other than Sekiro, not too much, you know?
I'm just really hyped for that, though.
Although, you know what? I'm more of a digital game buyer.
Yeah, I'm off and on with it. I like physical for like things where
we can trade.
we can trade,
or if someone blows up the Sony headquarters servers, server farm.
Exactly.
For the apocalypse.
Exactly. I mean, what happened a lot in the earlier generations, like games like I remember Scott Pilgrim. At some point, I wanted to get it again, and I just couldn't download it. The games will just disappear off of servers, and then you're left shit out of luck. So I like that option, and then I also like if it's another thing where it's a game I don't care for, I don't think I'm going to play again, I could sell it to somebody and get a bit of money back for it.
Oh, see, I'm like the complete opposite. If it's a game I don't care for, I'll usually buy it on digital because I'll wait for a sale.
Okay, well, there's that too.
That's how I figure it, but for the games that I'm like, oh, I need this game, and also Resident Evil, and also Deus Ex.
Yeah.
For those two as well. I, for some reason, bought those physical day one.
Yeah, well, no, I definitely mix it up. Like, I'm not religiously just getting physical copies of games or digital. Like, I'll definitely get digital. Especially if we get a good sale, I'll definitely just go for the digital. And it's just there's something really nice with the convenience of just sitting on your couch in your pajamas and getting the game as opposed to rushing out the door and heading to the store, and then maybe they don't have it, maybe they do. So, and I mean that's why EB GameStop, I think they're gonna be like, out of business within the next.
Well, they've had major losses.
Yeah, there's been stuff in the news of it's.
So, going through there is like going through what was it, like an old Zellers?
Yeah, yeah, it's a little sad. It's kind of a thing where it's like less and less games and more swag in the stores.
Yeah,
I've noticed.
Although you know what, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
just turn it to another hot topic.
Exactly.
That sells video games.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing they have going for them. If they have more incentives, because eventually, also the whole thing with digital, that's killing their used game sales, and that was their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Over the things where they would screw us over when we were like 14 years old, and we'd sell our games, and we want the new games, so we'd give them like 20 of our old games and get 10 cents back for them all.
I'm not going to tell you what my brother did.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I told you my brother.
Your brother.
My older brother.
Yeah, we both have brothers who are, oldest brothers who are...
degenerates.
Yeah. So what did he do this time?
Did I ever tell you what our substantial Super Nintendo collection was?
Okay, yes, you did tell me about that on the way home one day.
Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Illusion of Gaia, Final Fantasy 2, 3. What was it? We had what was that fighting game? Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Oh yeah, the wrestling one.
We had the multi-tap. We had Bomberman. We had all these games. We traded them in to get Battle Arena Toshinden and a PlayStation. If any of you ever played Battle Arena Toshinden, I do hold that game especially in my heart. Uh-huh. It's not worth the price.
No, not at all. No, I forgot about the game until you brought it up. Like I clearly remember what it is now. But
it was one of the first
fighting
3D fighters that kind of mimicked Street Fighter, where it had combos and not just punches.
But it's also a thing where you could move around the arena.
Yes,
right?
The shoulder buttons would roll you around.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you could spam that, so you could always be rolling, and they would have super moves where if you hit all 4 face buttons. Your character would just charge at the other player and then hit them straight up into the air and sort of spam an attack. Or just do like some sort of grand slam hit. It was interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's probably a reason as to why we haven't seen a sequel.
The reason was number 3.
Really?
Number 3 added in guns.
Oh.
But this was before fighting games knew that using a gun should just be a special move.
Yeah, not...
This one, they actually made it a button, so you could just use that.
That's so
And
stupid.
then select would reload your gun. So there was a guy who was really cool looking named David on there. I think his name was David. He had a chainsaw and a handgun. His thing, though, was actually cool because...
So is he like Ash or something?
Yes, but he only had 6 bullets, which made sense.
Okay.
There was also sort of like a really racist African or Kenyan that looked like you see in like the 1920s Mickey Mouse
generally
books.
A lot of games made by Japanese people, if there's a black character, especially in the 90s.
This person was wearing like grass skirts and stuff. They had what is it? Those blow tubes, the blow guns?
Blow darts, right?
You could shoot that thing infinitely. And there were cops that would just have guns that were like semi-automatic pistols in a fighting game. You would just hit the trigger and reload with select.
This just sounds like a bunch of bad ideas that shouldn't have left the meeting. Jesus, man.
Official Sony game. I think that was, 98 or 99?
Again, the late 90s were a weird time in gaming altogether. It was when they were making the translation from 2D to 3D, and no one really knew what they're doing.
Yeah, but some still do.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite still from back then are Rival Schools, which is a 3D-based fighter on, students.
Yeah.
And they're also in the Street Fighter universe. You can tell this because Sakura is in it. And so that one was, one of my favorites because it was, babies for Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit more simplified, but it still had, tag team mechanics and stuff like that. But also, this is a deep cut. Tobal number 1.
Yeah, so I fucking love Tobal number 1.
I love that chicken guy is so weird. He's blue and he kind of does the chicken dance. Or the robot that if you did a certain combination of buttons would suicide and turn off his own button.
I was the robot. I saw.
Really?
Yeah.
I was the Goku looking knockoff.
Is it Yuji or no coach?
Something like that where he would just do jump kicks.
Yeah.
And I also like that demon that was wearing like the wrestler's onesie who would just pick guys up and power bomb.
Bizarre cast of characters.
It was such a good cast of characters.
And I loved the quest mode too.
Oh yeah.
That was the main appeal.
Where you're running around in the maze.
Yeah.
And you would just get into fights with like 3 random enemies.
Yeah, like Mad Mouse or something like that. The mystique was with that because it was pre-internet ubiquity, where you kind of like found games through word of mouth. For this, I found out it was when I first got my PlayStation that had a demo disc.
It had the Final Fantasy VII demo disc packed in with it.
No, that had that. But even before I found out about this game.
Oh, like the PlayStation Magazine demos?
No, the demo disc came with the PlayStation itself.
Oh.
But yeah, like that one, I remember you played the games, but then if you press the R1 or R2 buttons over the demo, flip it over and there'd be something on the back. So it's like a little secret there. Then you see the trailer for Chopin. It's like, oh, what's this? So it's like this whole new exotic thing for me. So that's what kind of made it extra special. I feel like a lot of that's lost now. You can't like nothing feels like it's
new.
Yeah, I mean there are games that you find hidden gems. Like I feel like Moonlighter is kind of a hidden gem of a game where.
But that one's a it's like 2 genres being crossed.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Battle Chef Brigade.
Yeah.
Where it's a 2D brawler mixed with a puzzle game.
For sure. But overall, it's just kind of hard to find games where you discover it through almost like this secret journey. It's like the Fight Club of gaming, where it's an underground thing. It's like, you know about everything coming out.
Before it's out.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with film now too, which we're going to get into with something coming out this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we should
just spit talking it.
Yeah, which
playing it fast and loose.
I kind of feel like that's what we should be doing, but we are here to talk about the latest Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, so let's just jump into it.
Yes. So
if you guys didn't know, for Pokemon Day, why is it Pokemon Day?
I don't know.
It's just a day they picked.
Everybody makes a day for something. It's May the 4th or Star Wars. Everybody
that one makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
May the 4th be with you.
But everybody gets decides to make
something
a day now.
Poke Day, November 11th.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Poke Sticks.
Yeah. That's, I guess, yeah.
But yeah, for Nintendo Direct, they announced.
It's been. It's not speculated.
It's been common knowledge.
Yeah, that there's going to be a new Pokemon game this year.
On the Switch.
Yeah. So now they finally announced it. It's Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. It's, odd. Usually it's like a color or stone for the title, right?
Well, they've had red, blue, yellow, gold, silver. What was the other one for that one? Diamond, yep. Yeah. Then they had black and white. They've had, what else? Sun and Moon.
Okay, right.
Was the last one.
Okay, so I guess
they
have veered in other things, and I guess Eevee and Pikachu were kind of on that.
Well,
but
then,
that was just the.
Remember, we're forgetting X and Y.
Yeah. So.
Which were the chromosome ones, right?
Yeah. So. I can't speak to it. I'm not as versed in Pokemon. I played a few. My girlfriend's a big Pokemon fan, and I got her Pokemon Let's Go Eevee for Christmas. So I played a bit of that one with her, and. With Pokemon, I feel like that one is, again, training wheels for RPGs.
It's baby's first RPG.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know what? That doesn't make it any less of an RPG.
No, I'm not slamming it at all. But it's
kind of like a Ni no Kuni.
Yeah. But Ni no Kuni actually has a bit more to it.
Yeah, but that's like the next logical step up.
Yeah, for sure.
Or Child of Light.
Yeah, like that's a good one right there. So it's set in a new region. Do you remember the name of the region?
Oh my gosh, look at us. We have show notes. The new region is Galar, and it looks very much like Britain.
Yeah.
So we're going from basically Hawaii to the UK.
Yeah, it has a very steampunk aesthetic to it.
Yeah, a couple new things that they showed in the trailer. Random encounters are back. Although I'm not sure why people thought they were gone. I mean, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are not mainline Pokemon games.
Again, Let's Go. I mean, with this being baby's first RPG, this is even like Let's Go Eevee's a step further back. That's like,
well, it's Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, oh, I wonder if they're gonna have selectable moves because they released Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, more of an offshoot than a mainstream title.
Exactly. Another thing is that gyms are back. because I believe it was Pokemon Sun and Moon, they didn't have gyms.
Okay.
So those are coming back as well. Let's see. What else did they show?
That's more.
Wait.
Your new companions.
They showed the 3 starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had the Score Bunny, which is a fire rabbit.
Yep.
They had
Sobble.
Come on. The sad tadpole Sobble Squad. I stand in unity. And the memes are great with that one. Basically, he's become the new Team Instinct. If you remember, do you remember when Pokemon came out?
That's right.
Everyone was like, oh, I like this one, I like this one. This one looks stupid.
Yeah.
That's what Sobble is. He's Team Instinct, which I enjoyed purely out of... Actually, Team Instinct was kind of sad, though, because I picked it before I knew that stupid lore came out. And everyone was hating on it until it became a meme.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah.
And then there is Grunky, which if you just, take a moment to think of what it could originate from. Grass and monkey. It's a portmanteau.
Good word. That's your, calendar word a day word.
Well, I used to be a big into learning new words. Whenever I read a book, I, write down, what's that word mean? And then look it up in a dictionary.
Are we going to just start going through this podcast with the stories?
A word
so that it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You use the weirdest synonyms for things that don't necessarily quite fit the context.
Well, we'll lead in with some of that Rest in Peace theater music. Yeah. Good evening. No, hey. Wait, we'll say it like an asshole. Good morrow.
That's going to be one of our more premium Patreon podcasts.
This is extra episodes of us just drinking tea. So are you kind of excited? I mean, I actually like the way the battles look now.
Yeah.
With it being on the Nintendo Switch, they look like it's the anime.
Yeah.
And huge thing, you can apparently change your outfits.
Well, you can do that in Let's Go as well. Let's Go Eevee.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, you can have custom out. You can not custom, but you have a variety of outfits that you can wear for certain situations. And I think again, I didn't play Let's Go. I played it like to help my girlfriend out every once in a while.
You didn't play Pokemon Let's Go?
A bit. I have it, so I can if I ever really have a hankering, I can. But it was more. She's more into Pokemon than I am. You can easily just drop in and jump out for the co-op, so I jump in every once in a while and see it. But I think the costumes in that contextually. Like you could wear it in certain situations, and it would get you access to certain things.
So like the fireproof shirt,
something like that. Like it was like certain.
Is it like Legend? Is it like the Legend of Zelda where Link puts on the blue outfit and you can go get more water Pokemon?
No, I think it's more like a thing like because you go to different areas, like a martial arts school or something, and then you would wear an outfit that kind of matches that. Or if you go to like the big business corporation. If you wear a corporate outfit, you can get into certain areas. But again, I can be talking on my ass. I think I saw that. I didn't play it too much to speak to that, but there was that, and so we'll see if they incorporate that mechanic into Sword and Shield as well with outfits. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it looks fun. Now you don't have a Switch yet. Is this the game that's gonna?
This is not the game.
Okay,
I will still get this game this year.
Yeah,
but the game that's pushing me to it. Persona 5.
And that's the confirmed thing?
That's the confirmed thing.
Okay.
That'll be... Because I kind of want to see if they do like a custom one with Phantom Thieves controllers.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's what I'm hoping for.
If there is a Phantom Thieves themed Switch, depending on how crazy I get, I might get one too.
Yeah, just sell your old one?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I want a Phantom Thieves Switch.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. I mean, my PlayStation 4 or PS4 controller... has the Phantom Thieves vinyl sticker on it. Well,
I even had to stop myself when you posted that meme of the Sekiro.
The Sekiro PlayStation?
Yeah, that thing's gorgeous.
That thing looks like it's made of wood. Yeah. It has the symbol on it. It looks sick, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's already splurged on the collector's edition of Sekiro, so I don't know.
What comes with that? Is it a statue?
Yeah, it gets a statue and some other stuff with it, so.
You know which one I really regret not getting? I had the Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
Okay.
But then I ended up selling it because I had the lamp that came with it, which was Raiden's sword in one of those like electrical plasma lamps.
Right.
Man, I regret selling that one.
Why did you sell it?
Some guy offered me $400.
Oh, well, that's justifiable. I can see that's
for $100 pre-order. I'll do that all day.
Like, yeah, I can't blame you there.
But I'm like, man, that was such a cool lamp.
Yeah.
But I also read online that they like burn out after a year.
Oh, well, that's it.
So
Yeah, I guess he came out ahead overall. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. So if there's a Persona 5 on there, like on Switch, I'll have to debate and decide if I'm gonna get it because I know I'm gonna double dip on Dragon Quest because that's coming to Switch.
oh, you're buying it for the Switch again?
Yeah, because I think they're adding. They said they're adding a bit more to it.
Yeah, it's exclusive Nintendo.
Yeah, so I
DLC.
think I might do that because I feel like the Switch is my RPG machine. I feel like it's just the thing where it's you can travel with it, and the RPGs take up so much time that it is good to be able to take them on the road. And also, RPGs seem to be like their trophy systems are just totally unfair. So I'd rather play them without the stress of having to worry about getting the trophies.
How dare you, sir?
Well, I mean, look at you in Persona 5.
Yeah, it'll be the death of me. I know that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's me and Persona 5, we kind of discussed this off air. After the 70-hour mark, I felt like, oh, I'm good to do platinum this and go through it again. But then, and that was when I was on the assumption that I was near the end. 60 hours later, I'm 130 hours into the game, and I'm just finishing it with like a twist on top of a twist on top of a twist. And I was like,
apparently you shoot God at the end.
Yeah, whoever would have thought. So, I mean, I love Persona 5. It's still top tier for me, but, man, it overstays its welcome. So, I mean, that's the debate. It's been enough time that maybe I'd want to revisit it. And if there's enough new content, it would just be justified for me. But I think you're more balls deep into Persona 5 than I am.
Oh, trust me. I'm actually trying to find places where I can order the figures. And I'm like, it's so weird for me to order these things. Not that I don't order figures, but I live with my girlfriend, and it's hard for me to be like, okay, I like these characters genuinely.
Yeah.
But all the statues have them with like their asses out,
yeah,
their breasts are exposed. And it's not even that. It's that she has her nieces and nephews come over all the time, and they just think they're toys. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want them to be rubbing up on Panther's boobs.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to have like a secret space or something for like a little lift up the floor panels and just hide them under there.
Just you play the right keys on the piano.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Also, isn't there Shin Megami Tensei coming out on Switch?
Switch, yes.
Yeah. So what's the difference between Persona and Shin Megami? Like, to be entirely honest, Persona 5 is my
It's the same monsters, different universe.
Okay.
Because Shin Megami is supposed to be like its own weird universe that has like Nazis.
Okay. Right? I know one of them had Dante in it.
I thought you played.
I played the one that had Dante in it.
Yeah, as a summon.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was number 4 or something.
Yeah, it was on PS2, and that was like in 2004, 2005.
But that one has its own thing. Whereas the Persona games deal more with like high school students.
Yeah.
In the real world, as opposed to like life changing huge things.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what's better though, or are they all on par? I mean,
the story is a lot crazier for Shin Megami.
Okay.
But I think that Persona 4 Persona 5 is the one that gets more love.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? Shin Megami forever tried to get out to the mainstream.
Yeah.
Persona, I have the original one on like disc and on my Vita. It's a hard game to get through because it was a traditional RPG before, where you had, I think they had like 15 characters that would either jump in or jump out based on what you chose.
Okay.
And so you might end up with different characters halfway through it. And then you could switch their persona, so the other characters didn't always have a set persona. So they were sort of like, it was a lot harder back then. Yeah. But now you control one character, all the other characters are set characters, and they have more dialogue and more interactions.
That's good. And so does Shin Megami Tensei have the social system? Because I mean, that's a huge aspect of it, is like the life balancing. So. Okay. Because I do think that is part of what makes the Persona games.
That's what makes it unique.
Yeah.
Because that started with number 3.
Okay.
Which was on PSP.
Okay.
Or it was also on PS2. But yeah, that one had started. That was the one that introduced the social links.
Okay, because I mean, I do that was a major appeal. Like, I mean, the gameplay like overall was just top notch.
Regular dungeon crawler.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, I love that just as much, but I do like the kind of life management aspects to it. So it would be good to see that on Shin Megami Tensei. Like, again, I'm always on the hunt for a good RPG to play on the train, and like this could fill the void. And if I get really desperate, I think I am going to cave in for Persona 5. Like I don't think I'll be able to last maybe a month without just like saying, "Oh, I'm not getting it. I already beat the game. It's 130 hours. Like I can't do it again."
They're gonna steal your heart, man.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
All right. By the way, if you guys want to be part of the conversation, email us at bithudgames@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram at bithudpodcast. All those links are in our bio at soundcloud.com/bithud.
Yeah. I mean, we can't promise any rewards, but we look forward to finding who the person will be to pop our cherry.
Actually, I'll send you pictures of me doing a hangout face.
There you go.
All right, and Thaddeus will send you pictures of feet.
Yeah, that's
He'll do feet pics.
Yeah, I've got some fantastic feet. They've won contests before.
All right, so now I'm gonna try and explain what a hangout face is.
Yeah, I've been curious about this for a while now.
So those of you who don't know, we've recently started an Instagram page, and I've been curating it, which has led me down some deep, dark paths. At first it started with, finding people that we want in the community, other gaming podcasters, other gaming Instagrammers. By the way, have you ever looked up games on Instagram?
No, I can't.
People are like, I'm gonna place my games so nicely in like a fan shape and put my controller to the left, and I'm gonna put my glasses over here. And they take it like an Instagram.
So it's like food.
It's literally Instagramming with video games.
Wow, man!
Like, look at these. Like, okay, that's me. Don't do
my thoughts.
Hey,
that's what Instagram's for. Let's be honest. It
slowly ended up becoming me following cosplay girls.
It becomes following girls who meet your flavor.
Well, I think it was like 2 days later when I was like, Thaddeus, don't log on to the Instagram. And you said, what? And I said, it's been filled with thick Asian girls. But actually, through this, I've actually seen some really funny stuff. A lot of Apex Legends memes.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to show one of those to you later as well.
Right.
And also, a lot of girl streamers apparently, guy streamers, which honestly, why do they all try to use the same filters as girls? They have the mouse Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
You know what? Or the made of soy shit. I mean, come on, really?
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's a little misguided right there.
And honestly, as a guy who's using Instagram, I'm not gonna take pictures of myself. No one wants to see that.
No.
But honestly, I get it. Guys are holding up video games. That I can respect. Check out my pickups.
Yeah.
But guys who are sitting down having a comment oh, lazy Sunday, what should I play? You're not a girl.
No.
No one wants that.
You can look like, I don't know, who's the hot number of today for guys. I don't even know. Brad Pitt. It's 20 years ago. You could look at Brad Pitt and have those kinds of pictures, and no one really gives a shit.
I would give a shit if it was Brad Pitt.
All right, so there you go. Oh.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, that's Michael B. Jordan, Idris Elba, something.
Actually, if Idris Elba did it, I would give a shit. Because those guys are cool shit.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. If you're a guy, you can't just get by unless you have to actually be a cool person.
You have to actually be cool.
Yeah.
And this led me down to actually see a lot of these people posting memes.
All right.
About this one girl named Belle Delphine.
Okay.
I looked into it. She's been kicked off of TikTok.
Okay. What's TikTok again?
TikTok is kind of like how Instagram is basically just the photos from Facebook, or Twitter turned out from just the statuses from Facebook.
Okay.
This is like the 20-second meme videos from YouTube.
Okay.
And it's its own thing.
That's a good description.
Okay. And she was known for memeing and doing funny shit.
It's not that Korean girl who would eat like cake. Okay. But you know what I'm talking about, right? She'd dance and eat cake and smash it on her face, or
kind of like that. Yeah, okay. She did that shit. Wait, what the hell? So I'm gonna play you something that her and a lot of other girls do.
Okay.
Which is called Ahegao face.
Okay.
And it's spelled Ahegao face.
All right.
So I'm gonna just start this from the beginning. And this is on our official BitHub podcast show notes tablet. Okay, and I need you to just react and describe what's going on.
Okay. Well, I'm liking it so far.
So what's on there right now?
So she's just laying in a bed with
bikini.
Yeah, black or black lace bra and song, and just giving the peace sign.
So
not a bad looking girl.
And tell me what they all end up doing.
Okay. She's sticking her tongue out and crossing her eyes. What? So it's just like you look like your face is. It's going through a bunch of different girls, and they all stick their tongues out and cross their eyes and give the peace sign. And this one looks like she's about to vomit or she's getting fucked from behind. And then she's crawling over. She's bent over, and then now she's they've gone a bit further. This one looks like she's riding something as well, and she's drooling, and it's dripping off her tongue. This is like what's the meaning behind this?
Okay. Okay, so
right.
This is what it's based off of. It's based off of hentai.
Well, of course.
Manga anime girls getting pounded.
Okay.
It's where the pounding is so good that they lose their minds.
That makes a lot more sense now. I mean, I definitely could see the origin, the connection behind it.
But the hilarious thing is that they all cross their eyes, they stick their tongues out, and then they drool.
So why did she get kicked off, or one of them get kicked off of it? Then?
I have no idea. I honestly did not look that far. But I just found it hilarious because I've been adding a lot of cosplay girls, and then I would always say, "Oh, visit my Patreon for sets of pictures and things like that." And people actually would buy the pictures, but then there would be higher tiers that would always say, "No nudes, but lewds," where it's like kind of like, oh, they're in their lingerie or they're holding their boobs and you just kind of see underboob. And then they would say, "Oh, hey, gal pics and feet pics available."
So
every time.
Yeah. So is that like? Do people get off of that? Like, is that like a? I mean, it's a goofy looking thing, but are people actually aroused?
I don't know. If people are
it's a novelty.
I don't know if people are actually turned on by Ahegao face, but maybe. Yeah. Because I looked at it, I was like, this was not for me.
Yeah, I was just like, it's more baffling than anybody else.
It's way more funny.
Yeah, it's like
now that controller picture I showed you kind of makes more sense, right?
Okay, now, yeah. Like when you had it, I couldn't quite get what I knew that you're hinting at, and I didn't quite. Yeah, okay, now I see.
So the controller with its tongue out and its eyes up.
Okay, now I totally see it. It's like it's one of those things where it's like you don't see it until you know the history of it. It's like a painting or something. It's like abstract art, but then you get given the context and you look at it and you can totally see something totally different.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like when you notice that there's only one black guy in every picture of these people.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, there's only one black guy. And it's like they're all, just different colored white people. Maybe we should cut that one out. Cut that out. All right. Thaddeus, in post, cut that out. That's
totally leave it in.
A little too spicy. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, going to other hot button issues. You said you wanted to touch on the Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Actually, a couple of things about this. So, we watched the trailer just recently today.
Yeah. It's a little before the show.
Now, I know how much you love the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yeah. Huge fan.
Yeah. What are your takes on it so far?
Okay, well, I mean, it's harder for me because I've got Marvel fatigue at this point, just like comic movie fatigue in general. Although, again, have you watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse yet?
No.
You have no excuse. It's available now. So
is it out now?
Yeah,
okay, because I was like, I don't want to download it. I don't want to pirate it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for it to be like either rent or, from Amazon.com. I can rent it for a little while. So is it out?
Yeah.
All right, well, you keep talking.
Yeah, so
let's check this out.
Yes, but Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is probably one of the best comic book movies I've seen probably in the last decade. And but generally I'm not that into the Marvel movies anymore because there's just too many coming out. It was a novelty back in the early 2000s, but now it's just like one a day, and it was cool to see the characters you like watching in cartoons, reading comics, be translated into reality and being treated kind of seriously. But again, it's way too many, so I've lost track, and a lot of them kind of seem to me to have a very similar formula.
Yes.
So with Captain Marvel, to me, that just kind of seems like one of many parts where she wears the mask. She looks like a cheap '90s superhero TV show, like Bible Man or something.
Yes,
or like much. There was, I think there was Nightman or something. There's like a TV show in the '90s where it's like a guy's like a saxophone player.
Yes, that was Nightman.
Nightman, yeah. Like it's got that kind of look to it when she wears the mask. But other than that, I mean, it looks like another standard Marvel movie. Nothing remarkable to me, but it seems to be getting a lot of vitriol for certain reasons. I believe it's because of Brie Larson's political views and certain statements she's made prior to. But I think you know a bit more about this than I do.
Well, she's an activist. And she did promote that she wanted to raise other people up, minorities and women. So she would rather them interview her than white men. And now they're saying, oh, that's not what Brie Larson said. She just wants to bring other people in instead of just the white men. Like, well, I honestly don't care if you're a man, a woman, black, white, brown. Thaddeus is black, I'm brown. You know?
Brown Asian.
Brown Asian, yeah, I'm Asian. So really, we grew up around white people.
Yep.
We don't care what color you are.
Yeah.
Because we were always a different color.
Yeah, we were the token. I was usually the black guy of the group. Dan is usually the Asian guy of the group.
And so, like, we grew up saying, okay, well, we're clearly different.
Yeah.
But I never was like, oh, I need you to give me something special to help me out. Because everything I've gotten up to this point, I just did. I didn't need to see anyone else do it. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to see, to promote it. I didn't need people to be like, oh, well, you're, a repressed, maligned minority. No. So, like, I didn't get any grants for, the being Asian and going to school grant.
Although I think apparently it works the other way around for Asians. I heard Harvard trying to have less Asians in there.
That's for Chinese and Japanese.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not one of those.
You're
the dark-skinned Asians.
Yeah, that's right.
We're the poorer Asians, so, Cambodians, Indonesians, Filipinos. Yeah. They're Malaysians. They're still the downtrodden Asians. You still count that.
Okay. You get the best of both worlds then.
That's right. I can eat ramen and still be suffering. But yeah, I mean, we've never said like, oh, we need our voices lifted up because we bring something that's unique. No, our voices are unique not because of the color of our skin.
Yeah, I've never really had a chip on my shoulder when it comes to race things. When it comes to media, I will say I am sick of, like, I saw that Green Book won the Oscar and I started to roll my eyes.
That one I was like, ugh.
Yeah, like things like that. I will say that in
clearly playing into it.
Yeah, like it does suck when something wins. If something has a black lead in it, it can only be seen as relevant if generally it has something to do with racial issues like segregation or slavery.
Well, that's why I was kind of like, really? The Black Klansman won?
Yeah. Oh, no, like, it didn't.
Oh, no, won Best Director, though.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I expected it to be so much better than it actually was.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been curious, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's all right.
Yeah. But, I mean, you want to do something that would have been more interesting? How about Sorry to Bother You? That was a movie. It was a black lead, black cast, but it wasn't. There were racial issues in it, but it was a very
wasn't
unique.
At the forefront.
No, and it was a unique take on things. It has certain things, but it goes in so many interesting directions that it transcends just being about identity.
Exactly, and this is kind of what Brie Larson's doing with, Captain Marvel. They want her to be like Disney originally touted that it would do 160 million box office weekend, beating out everyone. And they've slowly walked the line back. And people are getting sick of Brie Larson's attitude. People online on Rotten Tomatoes, they've said, like, the movie's not out, but we don't want to see it.
Yeah,
the movie doesn't look good. I don't like how she's conducting herself. I don't like that she's kind of bashing us over the head with, we should feel bad because apparently there's a lot of guys, a lot of white people. People are just saying that.
And also recently, didn't they just then Rotten
Rotten Tomatoes got rid of it.
Yeah.
They got rid of the pre-release audience comments.
Yeah. I think you can say not interested and explain why.
Yes. So they've actually gotten rid of it. So, I mean, that's really a shame.
Yeah, it's bad. And it's also kind of bad overall, just a bad reflection on the state of media, too, because it's getting really monopolized now with, Disney buying Fox and everything. And there's definitely a lot of, things going hand in hand with, I guess, the companies and reviewers and critics.
Yes.
And it's just a thing overall. But it also is a thing where something's going to happen because I feel like critics' opinions are becoming a little more disconnected from fans. You look at movies like Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It was critics gave it this high rating, and then fans just shat on it. There's something else recently. There was the TV show. I don't know if you watch much TV, but the Orville.
Seth God.
MacFarlane star.
I don't watch any TV.
Okay, well, I mean,
actually, Miss Erica watches TV.
Yeah,
I go into the other room sometimes.
And the Orville is actually fairly decent. If you liked Star Trek: The Next Generation back in the day, this is the spiritual successor to it. This is like Wargroove to Advanced Wars for Star Trek. But the first season, it had 20% of Rotten Tomatoes, what fans gave it a high 90 or 80%. And it's just the thing where then Doctor Who, the new seasons.
Yeah,
I think that has
a female doctor.
I think that has the same kind of issue going on with Brie Larson, where the actress is kind of saying things that are pissing people off, but that has
it was that everyone. It was not the actress. It was the media, that's reporting on it. Mm-hmm. They kept saying, "Oh, if you don't like the female Doctor Who, you're a fucking sexist." But people were just we're excited for the female Doctor Who, but the story and the show still have to be good. Okay. You can't just phone it in.
Yeah,
it still has to be something good.
Yeah.
No one said, "Oh, Wonder Woman's gonna fail because it's a woman."
No,
they said, we don't know. Wonder Woman hasn't had a movie.
A great case in point when it comes to that, because people say, "Oh, you're sexist," but then you have something that's Wonder Woman. This is the same thing for Ghostbusters, but
they also fell into the same trap of you're a sexist. That's why you're not going to see it. Well, then you're just kind of confirming, not really saying, "Oh, well, we have so much more to show you." Guys will love it too.
Yeah, if you're a company, it's probably best not to take that strategy. Don't antagonize people. Just it never seems to work out in its favor. If you have something, I think people overall, you're gonna get sexist and racist and assholes like that. But overall, I don't think people antagonize something because of the, I guess, identity. I don't think anyone will, at the end of the day, say, "Oh, I don't want to see this because it's starring a female or minority." People want to see something good, and most people also don't want to be preached to at the end of the day.
Save your politics.
Yeah, although we're kind of on a soapbox right now ourselves. But
honestly, I don't care if you're libertarian or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
One, live your life the way you want. Two, don't stuff it down anybody's throat.
That's exactly
People are allowed to have preferences. You can prefer to have a male lead. You can prefer to have a female lead. Just be happy. Celebrate the culture. I'm done with the culture wars. It's really killing me.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had Gamergate, Comicsgate. There's now the Marvel thing going on. There's something going on in anime now. When are we going to be done with it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I remember when everyone hated us and we weren't mainstream. We were all happier. Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the internet that's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, internet has given everybody a platform before.
Actually, social media.
Yeah, social media. Because before, it was there were gatekeepers, and now everybody can have an opinion, and everybody wants
to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah, but then what ends up happening is that people become relevant by trying to jump on the bandwagon, but just saying it louder, being on the bandwagon and speaking.
What was that? You stumbled there. What's going on?
I don't know. Something interesting that came up on my laptop. There's something going on with the waveforms of the recording. That was, had an interesting shape to it. But anyway, shit. I lost my train of thought, man.
Sorry, guys. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw this picture of a girl posing. I just had to show it to Thad. We got to cut a couple up.
No, but yeah. So anyway,
you know what? Are you gonna go see the Captain Marvel movie?
Nah, definitely not. No, like again, I rarely go to see these things. The last one I did go to see was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but I was again because it did look appealing, and it was, and
it wasn't part of the MCU.
Yeah, it wasn't part of the MCU. And out of all the Marvel characters, I have the most connection to Spider-Man. That's one for whatever reason I've been the most invested in.
Well, I mean, we were '90s kids. Spider-Man was like Spider-Man and X-Men and Batman.
Yeah,
those were the three pillars of being a child. And Power Rangers.
Yeah, because when you think about it, the Marvel Cinematic Universe started with these are the characters who were like second or third tier because they sold all their big ones off.
The Avengers were terrible back then. No one cared. Actually, I liked Iron Man because I played the old games.
The Capcom one with like him and
the Avengers.
War Machine. Okay, the arcade.
Yeah,
those are good. Yeah,
that one I liked Iron Man in because he could fly.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah,
I hated Captain America. Namor was part of the team back then, right? And there was I actually thought Hawkeye looked really cool
in the comics when
he had like the mask.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved Hawkeye back then. I was like, oh my god.
Has he ever done it in his movies? He's never done it at all, right?
What, the mask?
The mask, yeah.
No.
He gets like wears like leather and like
he wears sunglasses.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
You need the mask.
Yeah.
That'll make me care about the MCU.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like I think the characters we were invested in were the ones who were like more they're the big guys and they're the ones who like Marvel probably foolishly sold off to Fox and Sony at the time. So it was like X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman. Oh, not Batman. That's DC.
Yeah, but I still like Batman.
No, I'm just talking about Marvel characters.
Oh,
but because of that.
What was it? X-Men, Spider-Man. Who else? Actually, Iron Man had his own show.
Yeah, but it wasn't
very good. Same with the Incredible Hulk show. That wasn't very good.
No.
What else?
They're Fantastic Four as well.
They were all right.
Yeah. But yeah, they sold most of those guys off. But so then, when it came to it, and they decided to do the cinematic universe, they had the guys who were more like second or third tier, and kind of worked it. But now you can say that they're probably maybe even more mainstream than Spider-Man to a certain degree.
They are. They're very milquetoast.
So, but what I'm getting at is that Spider-Man is probably the only one that I've really been as invested in. So that's what brought me into Spider-Verse. And the movie itself is really refreshing. It does feel different from any live action movie that's been out recently.
Yeah.
And other than that, I haven't seen much. I watched the first like Iron Man.
The first Iron Man was hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then I watched Black Panther recently. I guess because my out of obligation, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you almost had your black card revoked.
Yeah, so
how can you say stand with Wakanda?
Yeah, exactly. So I had.
What did you think of Black Panther, by the way?
It was decent.
It was actually different than other Marvel movies.
Not worth receiving being recommended for an Oscar or whatever. But
the soundtrack was all right.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I was like, ooh, it's Kendrick Lamar and all these guys. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although, again, Black Panther has that minority OP-ness.
Yeah.
His body is bulletproof, and he still needs super strength and technology. Come on. So he can go invisible, or the ships go invisible. They have rhinos that can be, thought commanded. They have capes that create shields.
I don't know, man. Iron Man has a lot of amazing toys, too. So it's like...
That's true.
And they're trying to show, Iron Man's one guy. They're trying to show this is a whole society, so...
Well, that's why I also thought Iron Man was too overpowered after the first one.
Yeah.
The first one, he was not that strong.
No.
Now he's like, oh yeah, the suit shoots out of my body.
Yeah.
It's nanomachine, so it's in his blood. And he has laser cannons coming out of his chest.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem I have with Tom Holland. Is that his name?
Spider-Man, yeah. His suit technology.
That his suit technology is so high.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Tobey Maguire, where it's it's just a dumb college guy.
Yeah.
Who's trying to get by and he keeps screwing up.
Yeah, well, that's what Spider-Man really is. Again, Another reason why you got to watch Into Spider-Verse because they have a great their portrayal of Peter Parker is that what we always say is like they make him
downtrodden loser.
He's an ultimate fuck up in it. Like there are multiple versions of him, but the one that we see the most of is like this,
where he like sacrifices his personal life to be a superhero.
You like the things that happened to him, the dumb choices he made will just like make you shake your head. So I think we should probably do an episode of this at some point. I'm curious.
Next round we'll do RPGs that we hate.
Yeah.
We'll throw out the Spider-Man.
Yeah. DMC5 maybe.
Yeah. Well, that'll be our sort of.
I think we should do a double header of
free talking.
DMC5 and Sekiro because I'm assuming you're getting Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll free talk those ones.
Yeah.
And then we'll actually do real games reporting as well.
Yeah. Yeah. As you can see, we're a young burgeoning podcast, so we're figuring it out as we go along.
We were too professional for the last one.
Yeah.
We stayed on track too much.
Yeah. We needed to get this out of our system.
We needed to do the Hawaiian pizza. We needed a reference.
Mass Effect 3.
There you go.
But
you know what, guys? Listen to us. Again, find us at BitHud or SoundCloud.com/BitHud. There's links in our bios for our email and for our Instagram if you want to like, comment, share, send us a message, ask us a question. That's how you get in contact with us. And thank you for listening.
your dog is humping my foot. I'll cut that out.
Yeah, let's restart that.